Let me first compliment MasterCard and NDTV for this very, very unique initiative of Cashless Bano India. This is, to my mind, one of the key challenges before the country. India has essentially been a cash economy. 86% of our transactions used to be in cash. 95% of our personal expenditure used to be in cash. Cash was a very integral part of our daily life. But India spends, according to one study, 1.7% of its GDP on cash. And just to print cash. And actually, another study shows that close to about 21,000 crore, that's approximately about 3.5 billion US dollars, is spent on circulation of cash around us. That makes India one of the biggest informal economies. Now, it can't be possible that India aims and its ambition and hunger to be a $10 trillion economy, but it should be a $5 trillion a formal economy, another $5 trillion parallel economy. It's not possible. And therefore, it was very necessary to smash the informal economy and converge and integrate it with the formal economy. And I think it's important that we move towards digital payments. Whether we call it digital payments, whether we call it less cash, but the important thing is that we should move towards a less cash economy in India. That's important. And what is really critical for a less cash economy? First and foremost, I think we've seen a lot of new innovation. India has several options of doing digital payments. You have UPI, the Unified Payment Interface. You have USSD, that is *99#. You have digital payments cards in India. You have several options. But the challenge for India is that we are the only country in the world with 1 billion biometrics. Only country in the world with 1 billion plus biometrics. 99.9% of the adults in India have a biometric. We're the only country with 1 billion mobiles. No other country in the world has 1 billion mobile. And we're the only country with a unified payment interface at the back. And as several experts have said, our digital payment infrastructure is today 5 years ahead of the United States of America. 5 years ahead. And the only way India can move forward is if we technologically leapfrog. What we are seeing today is a very exciting phase where a vast number of startups in the technological innovation field are doing innovative things, very extremely innovative things. I keep meeting many of our startups in the fintech area, and we've seen the emergence of a large number of startups in the fintech areas, and each one of them is doing innovative, a whole range of innovations. And therefore, my belief is that we are going to see a technological leapfrogging. One of that innovation has been the BHIM app. We've seen 23 million BHIM app downloads in the last 4 to 5 months, 23 million. That's a world record. No other app in the world has had this kind of unprecedented welcome as BHIM app has. And what we've done subsequently is to do BHIM app. The BHIM app has led to the BHIM Aadhaar. And BHIM Aadhaar enables merchants to use this and transact a lot of payments. Our strategy is that close to about 450 million Indians have smartphones. So they can do different kinds of digital payments. They can do wallets, they can do UPI, they can do USSD, all of them. They can do internet banking, everything on their mobile. So mobile, to our mind, will be your bank, it'll be your wallet. There are, in addition to the 450 million Indians who have smartphones, there's another 350 to 400 million people who do not have smartphones, but they have mobile phones. and they use *99# to do transaction. Now what the Bhim app has done is made the *99# in different languages, in a vast range of Indian languages, made it extremely easy and simple to do. You can transact very simply and very easy. So 450 million smart mobile phone users, another 400 million non-smartphone users, and another about 300 million Indians who do not have a mobile, And the great example of Aadhaar-enabled payment system is when you people go to Krishna and Godavari district in Andhra Pradesh, or you go to some of the ration supply dealers in Jharkhand, they enable you to supply the Aadhaar-enabled payment machine enables you to take ration. It weighs your ration, gives you ration. But the ration dealer also acts as the banking correspondent and does cash in and cash out. And therefore, he becomes the banker for the individual. And now in due course, what we will see is that each one of us with a mobile actually will become a walking ATM. Each one of us who has either a POS machines or a mobile phone will be a walking ATM. So India will be the only country in the world, because you have biometric at the back and a unified payment interface at the back, each one of us will be able to transact business using Bhim Aadhaar. And this is one of the greatest innovations which can take place. And to my mind, what India will witness tomorrow is a technological leapfrogging in many ways. I'm a great admirer of many of these great innovations which have happened in the past, ATMs, POS machine, and we have given a huge thrust to all of them. We believe that we should be technologically agnostic, and therefore we've given a huge thrust to everyone. The cards have done a great job of bringing in Bharat QR code. And Bharat QR code, you can just take a shot of the QR and transact your business. Boom, it goes. It's very much like Bhim Aadhaar payments. Bhim Aadhaar payments is one of the easiest. The minute you've done Bhim Aadhaar payment, you'll realize that using debit, credit card, ATM, POS machines are actually quite complex and difficult. And therefore, the good thing which all these companies have done is to come out with the QR code, and QR code will make it very easy. That's also interoperable at the back, therefore that will make it very easy. And what you will see in due course is a huge amount of technological innovation taking place. So ladies and gentlemen, it's a unique moment in India's history. It's a unique moment because India will technologically leapfrog in digital payment. It'll make India a more formal economy. It'll ensure that India's tax base increases. Many of the people who do not pay taxes will come into this net and will become honest taxpayers. And I really want to compliment the Merchants Association, Mr. Khandelwal, who's somewhere here. He's done a great job of educating merchants all over. He's held about 120 odd camps just educating merchants. And merchants must move on, graduate into this digital payment era, because that is the future. And the great thing is that the government has said that once you get into the digital payment era, no tax person will look back into what has happened in the past. Your previous track record history will not be seen at all. And therefore, it's important that each merchant gets into this new age of digital payment. So we are on the threshold of a major revolution. My view is that in the next 3 to 4 years, we will technologically leapfrog, with most of us using either our iris or our thumb impression to do all our transactions, simply because it will be very easy. All of us have our Aadhaar number. It will be very simple, very easy. And I've been traveling to Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, where tribal people, where policemen, where a whole lot of range of people living below the poverty line are using it. And therefore, I do not see any reason why people in urban cities should not get into the digital payment age. Each one of us, it's incumbent upon us to really give this movement a big impetus, a huge growth, and a big push. And all of us will find it extremely simple. Government's aim is to spread this technological revolution. There's a big challenge of infrastructure at the back. But this year, the government is committed to connecting about 150,000 panchayats. 150,000 panchayats, and next year another 150,000 panchayats. But other thing that we've done is to fast track this, we've converting a vast range of areas into Wi-Fi hotspots so that Aadhaar-enabled payments can be done. So many of these CSC centers of the Ministry of Electronics, many of the places, railway stations, tourism spots are all getting converted into Wi-Fi spots so that we can fast track this age of digital payments. My compliments once again to MasterCards and to NDTV for this very, very unique, very innovative program on Cashless Bano India. And this program will give a huge impetus and huge push to the digital payment movement in India and make it a less cash economy. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.